everybody to come in. What's going on, y'all? Sorry about yesterday. We had technical difficulties for whatever reason. It cut off during my Leo reading, and I stood here recording because it was still showing as if it was recording. And now I know when it starts freezing like that, just cut it. Because I definitely went on for like another 45 minutes and didn't even record, didn't even save, nothing. So we learn, we live and we learn. So let's see how this is working out. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. We're going to do Leo. I guess this is kind of low-key a bonus read for you. But we could just see where the energy is. So guys, we are doing Leo through Pisces, okay? Cross watchers are welcome. Come on in. Understand that the readings can be for you, someone you're dealing with. So just keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and cleanse our space. Okay. So I am going to be using the After Tarot deck for this reading. I'll be clarifying with the Grimm's Tale, and I will be doing like a career pull. At the end of the reading, I'll do an oracle spread for you guys. It'll just be like for all the signs that I'm reading for today. So let's see what is going on. Holy Spirit, let's tap in for Leo at this time. Protect me as I channel the energies today. And let's see what is going on for my Leos. All right. We're going to do Leo through Pisces, y'all. So let's see what's going on. Okay. Leo. We have the Seven of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups. Leo, what's coming in for you for 2026? It feels like whatever you were investing in last year, you're kind of re-evaluating things. This feels like a major pivot. I feel like you could have been questioning whether you should continue to invest in someone or in a specific business venture or job, career path. There's something here about what you're offering to, the energy that you are giving, because this is like a giving energy. I feel like there's somebody here who is deciding that maybe the reason why things weren't growing as fast as you would have liked is because of some part. It's like part of it was you. Like you could have been holding back or being hesitant about giving. And this kind of, it created confusion either within a relationship or whether you wanted to stay at a job. Maybe you had your boss questioning whether this was a long-term thing or if you were looking to just be around for the meantime. Let's look into this a little bit further here. But I feel like you have some offers that are coming in. I feel like you're going to need to really pay attention to how somebody is investing in you to decide whether you want to also give to this, because this feels like something about this feels familiar. Like you've experienced something similar to this. Guys, listen, y'all going to hear my kids in the backgrounds. Just block it out, okay? But there's something about this that feels like you invested before and you saw where it got you this, and you don't want that to happen this time. So you're really cautious right now. Yeah, Ten of Swords here. And you saw how that was like already in my hand? That's weird. This is something that you feel pulled at your heartstrings. I feel like this is love for you, Leo. There's something about 2026 that's really forcing you to be smarter about your choices and the people that you give your time and energy to. For some of you guys, there is a person that could have done you dirty in the past. They could have cheated, or really, it's like whatever they did, they kept poking the bear, or like there was like a sore spot that they kept pushing and pushing and pushing. So if you've been hurt before, if you've been cheated on or something like that in the past, there's something about this person that is really triggering a lot of deep-seated wounds regarding a past relationship, or just somebody that like abandoned you. You gave them your heart and they left you out to dry, or they chose to give it to someone else. And I feel like this year someone is forcing you to take a look at that wound so that we can work on healing it. This could have happened when you were a child, or this could have something to do with a child or someone you have children with. But I feel like whatever this is, it's really forcing you to look at this wound, because it's time for you to overcome this. You don't need to sit in this space anymore. Yep. Four of Pentacles. This is something that you hold on to. That Spirit is saying they don't want you in this space anymore, Leo. They feel like this is something you've held on to for quite some time, and it's kind of kept a cloud over any new connections or any friendships or anything that's been trying to come in, like into your life. I feel like you're having an issue investing in this because you're looking ahead at the outcome, and Spirit is saying if you keep if you keep trying to force things, or keep focusing on a specific way you want to see somebody, a specific way you want to be in relationship, in connection to someone, I feel like it's going to be worse than what you could have had, because you're looking at people coming into your life through the lens of what can they do for me, or how will they hurt me. So there's something about 2026 that's really telling you to, like, that's it. You have to let the past be the past and leave it there, because there's a whole bunch of skulls on the bottom here. This is like all the people that you feel have like let you down, betrayed you. There's really deep healing that's happening in 2026 for you, and this comes when you're letting everything go. All the burdens, all the stuff that you were holding on to, you're letting that stuff go. You're telling yourself that it's just not worth it anymore. We have to let the past be the past. And this is what's bringing in a lot of new energy for you. You have people that are going to want to befriend you, people that are going to want to invest in you. But no one's going to want to invest in someone that's like scary, that's hesitant, that doesn't want to share themselves. And I feel like because of that, you're needing to just really pay attention, because I feel like there's something that's telling you let's switch up how we're doing things, because you've been doing the same thing for a long time, could be 10 months, 10 years, and it's not getting you the results you're looking for. So this time around, you're going to have to switch up what you're doing. And I feel like the divine is sending like guides, messengers. This could be in the form of people coming to talk to you, to speak with you, to give you good advice, to help you pivot your life. And I feel like this is something you're needing. So don't be surprised if you have a lot of soulmate energy come into your life. They're helping you pivot, okay? They're helping you, because for some of you, you asked for this. You asked to be released from this kind of feeling. And I feel like you have guides, or familial energy, like soulmate energy, friendships, really deep, like good friendships that are trying to come in for you to help you pivot out of this energy, so that you can really start embracing all the good love and offers. Because this feels like great conversation, having like really good conversations, good times, going for like coffee, just sitting and really just enjoying your this time you're spending with people. And this feels like it's feeding your soul. So there's a part of this that feels really good for 2026. So if you've been looking for really good friendships and stuff, this is the year that you heal. You do a lot of healing work, and also invite in new energy into your life that's going to go with you for years to come. Okay, Leo? Now, if this is a work situation, there's something about you. I don't know if you feel like you've tried to have friends at work before, or you've tried to be cordial with people at work, and you just feel like whatever you do, there's some way, somehow, someone ends up trying to like flip something on you, or they only want to see you one way. I feel like you're shifting someone's perspective about you. Maybe you could have been really friendly in the past. Now you're being really cautious about who you give your time to. You're being cautious about how much information you divulge. If you were the type of person to tell everyone everything, or you felt like you always had to tell your boss what was going on, you're not doing that anymore. I feel like you're being careful about the things that you're telling these people, especially when it comes to your family, your home life. I feel like you're kind of keeping that close to your chest. So if everybody starts asking how is everything, how's the family and stuff like that, you're giving them really generic answers. And something is calling you to be more cautious about this, or just be more selective with who you tell your stuff to, okay? I feel like you may get some news at work also, Leo, that may call you to seek other opportunities. You may find out that someone was like hiding money. There may be some sort of scandal that happens at the workplace. So just keep that in mind. 2026, something may come to light, but I feel like you come out winning because of this. But this feels like hoarding or being like some sort of scandal to do with money that's gonna make you go, damn, I thought I knew this person. Man, I really like thought the best of this person. I would have never thought this of this person. And you're realizing like someone is not really invested in your growth. And I feel like you're gonna start seeking other options that are gonna make you a lot more fulfilled. So just keep that in mind. And we have journey. I can't make this up. You may move to a new place for work or travel for work. Exploring the world gives you the experience you need to succeed. Somebody may be thinking about moving for a new job. You could just up and decide to like go to a different country, go to a different city, state, and just you feel like I need something new. You start making your money, and you actually commit to this. And I feel like if that's the case, the fact that you're moving around and experiencing new things, this is helping you to decide where you want to spend the rest of your life. So you may be making really long-term goals during this time. Spirit is saying just be mindful who you're building with, and make sure that you're building because of you, building for yourself. Okay, there's something about you'll start to notice when something is not like, and this may be for a few people, but you may start building a life thinking that one person is supposed to be with you, and you may find out something, some sort of scandal that happened in the past, and it could have been during a time where you felt like this was great, like I thought we were at our best, I thought we were at, this was when we were the most successful, and then you find out that somebody was doing something dirty behind your back, and now you have to pivot your whole plan. But because you put certain things in place, it protects you. So just keep that in mind. If you're building something, you're trying to build a business, you're trying to create some sort of stability for yourself, you're going to have certain things in place to protect you legally, so that you can, if you have to pivot, it won't be such a hard pivot. Okay, Leo, that's for you. Take that message how it resonates. But that's okay. Could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, a lot of water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio here. I see Capricorn as well, and Virgo. Okay, let's move on. Virgo, there we go. All right, Holy Spirit, what's coming in for Virgo for 2026? What do they need to know? We have the 10 of Wands and the 6 of Wands. Could be dealing with the fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, heavy on Aries. Virgo, I feel like you have decided that you can't please everyone. And you're not going to try anymore. I feel like you've reached the point in your life where you've decided, Virgo, that you're not competing with anyone. You are not here to please everyone. And you may have to be the bigger person and kind of show people, or you're like calling something out and you're telling everyone like, I'm done. The reason why I say this is because in traditional tarot, normally they're competing and they're fighting on top of it. They're like trying to like climb on top of them because they want to be the first one at the top, right? Well, in here, this one person is already won, and everybody is now like having to sit down and accept the fact that this person is the victor. I feel like there's something here where people wanted to count you out. People wanted to look at you in the worst way, and you could have held that burden for a long time, trying to be all things for everyone, trying to manage way too much, and it's become a burden for you. It's become very overwhelming for you, and you've decided that you're done doing it. I feel like you're starting to hand out the burdens. Like, I've held all of this. No, you know what? I'm going to let you carry this one because I never told you that when you did X, Y, and Z, it made me feel this way. I am unburdening that load onto them and letting them figure out what to do with that. They created the mess. You're letting them clean it up. You're not carrying it. You're not playing nice anymore. You're letting people like fall in their own shit. That's what you're doing, Virgo. And I feel like it's exactly what you're being called to do because it wasn't good for your peace of mind. I feel like it made you move into multiple personalities, possibly, or just multiple versions of yourself, and you started not to like the person you were becoming. But now everybody's kind of, judgment. You're calling it like you see it. Oh my God. The Four of Cups here, you got two. The Page of Cups and the Devil. I kid you not, Virgo. You're calling shit out. And you're telling someone that you're not putting up with their crap no more. You see someone for who they are. And that's exactly what this is. When I say you're unburdening yourself, you could have just been trying to play nice to get through things, right? Sometimes we carry burdens because we're just trying to get to the next phase. And then we feel like when the next phase comes, we'll let it all go. And we're not going to worry about it no more. And then we still carry it. And we don't realize how long we've carried it to the point where we're stuck in fight or flight. And I feel like for somebody here, you're like, oh, hell no. Virgo, you are calling it how you see it. If someone's being a douchebag, you're telling them you're being a douchebag and you're Xing them out of your life and you're putting everyone in their place. For some of you, this is family. I feel like you got too many people trying to tell you, or friends, like tell you how to live your life, tell you what you're doing wrong or how your relationship is supposed to be, or trying to nitpick stuff in your home, and you're like, oh hell no. Like, I'm going to tell you how this is about to go. And I feel like because you're doing this and you're standing up for yourself, you're putting people in a position to how can I say? Because I get it two ways. I get you're no longer playing victim. You're no longer sitting in the woe is me. Why does this keep happening to me? Why is everyone so mean to me? Why is it that no one wants to help me? Like, you're coming out of victim mode and you're starting to like call it out. You're telling everyone the part that they're playing in it and you're accepting accountability for yourself. That's what the judgment is. This awakens you. This makes you understand not only your own power, but your worth. And once you understand that, you don't really feel like the victim anymore. You just know that this is bringing you to a position to love yourself, to understand what you are worth, and to not let everybody walk all over you anymore. With the Devil here and the Page of Cups, you could have been somebody that every time somebody did something, you were apologizing just to keep the peace. Or you could have been somebody that you didn't even realize you were just apologizing for everything. Like, you ever met somebody that every time they do something, they're like, oh, I'm sorry. And you're like, what are you apologizing for? They don't even know. They're just so used to doing it. Virgo, you could have been that person. Now, on the flip side, 2026 may be telling you, hey, it's okay to be a little less harsh and start actually caring more. Or this is something you're telling somebody, Virgo. But 2026 is a rude awakening. I also feel like somebody could have been having multiple people in their life and acting as if they were just friends. They were telling somebody like, oh, we're just friends. We're just friends. But in reality, it could have been more than friends, and someone was constantly comparing them, like, who's the better catch? And let me see which one I want to go for. Someone was more like enticing sexually, and the other person was more of an emotional, passionate. It's like this one is just lustful, and this one provides empathy and compassion and love. But they had a lot of growing up to do. Maybe their life wasn't where you needed it to be, so being with them was more of a burden. So it's like you felt like you couldn't have it all with one person. You had to keep dabbling in other areas. Virgo, I feel like 2026 is making you pick someone. Choose. Because I feel like you're going to be telling somebody, I'm sorry, but it's not going to work anymore. You're having this conversation. Now, if this is a business situation, somebody was burdened about with the amount of debt that they have. I feel like you could have owned a company or worked for a company that had a lot of debt, or it's just that it became so overwhelming that you didn't want to do it anymore. The business could have been fine, but you could have just been in a position where you're like, I want to retire. I just don't want to. I don't want to work this hard anymore. I don't want to manage all of this anymore. And the pressure to offload this business could have made you feel like you were giving up on yourself or giving up on your dream. And I don't think that's the case. I just think that this is somebody else's fight. I feel like you're meant to do something new. And you could feel like you're trying to compete. This feels like somebody that's older that's trying to compete with the younger generation. And it's like, you got to be authentic. You're not going to be able to compete with the younger generation because you don't even have the energy to compete. And vice versa. This feels like someone who could be working in a office, and you have someone older who is jealous at the fact that you are able to do the job a lot faster. You're able to do more with less, and they feel like they can't compete with that. And the judgment is, damn, I have to accept the fact that I'm out of my league here. Somebody looks at you as competition. There's a little bit of envy attached to this as well. And someone is having to take a look at themselves. So I feel like you could either be getting a new position here and someone is having to be let go, or you're going to be the one that's going to have to let somebody go. Yep, we have long term. An opportunity could turn into a long-term career move, or you'll be asked to commit to a position in exchange for more money. See what I'm saying? I feel like you're going to have to let somebody know, and then we have new beginning at the bottom. So you're letting somebody know that you're making moves for the long term for yourself, and this is just what you have to do, and you're saying, I'm sorry that I have to do this, but this is the best move for me, and I wish the best to you, and keep it pushing. Or you're the one that's being given this position and someone else is getting this is having this conversation, and a part of them feels like, damn, I hate the fact that this is what is happening in my life, but it's going to move them out of a sense of comfortability. Like, you've been in this position for far too long. You needed to get out of this so that you can see the other side of the world, or you would have never grown. So Virgo, that's what I'm getting for you. I hope you'd enjoyed this message. Let's go ahead and move on to Libra. All right, Libra. If you guys are in here, let me know if you can hear me, okay? I know I was having issues before, so don't be surprised if I keep asking that. I just want to make sure we're good to go. So far, it looks good. So let's see. All right, Libra. What's going on, Libra? Hi, Paula. You can hear me fine? Does the video look okay today? Okay, let's see. Libra. We have the sun. Perfect. Thank you, honey. Okay, we have the sun and the Queen of Wands. Ooh, Libra. Libra, I feel like 2026 is really calling you to be more confident in who you are and what you bring to the table. You could feel like you live a double life sometimes, or that could have been what you struggled with, is trying to live a double life. Trying to be one person for home and be another person out in the street. And I feel like somebody is kind of being called out about this. I feel like there may be a person here. I feel like your confidence is in question, and that could have been what you've been struggling with all of 2025. And going into 2026, you feel more confident on like your trajectory. Like, you feel a lot more confident about your path forward. And there's something about this where you're just going to be feeling really good this year. So if you struggled mentally with something, I feel like this year you feel like enlightened, you feel lighter, like you're having more fun. You feel, ooh, somebody may be having twins. I just got that too. I also feel like you have somebody in your life that is fine as hell. I don't know who this is, Libra. I don't know if it's that you're just getting your stuff together. You could be working out and stuff. Hold on, guys. I'm so sorry. Hold on 1 second. Oh Sorry, y'all. Well, my kids are screaming like crazy and it was gonna drive me crazy. All right, we back. Okay, Libra. You have somebody here. That's what I'm saying. Either this is you getting your stuff together. You could be working out, eating right, but I feel like you're looking good as hell. Something about 2026 where you start really feeling yourself. Your body's looking more toned, or you're starting to care more about your appearance and looking more youthful. There's something about that here, Libra. I feel like you're not going to have to work too hard to do it either, because when you have peace around you, it's like everything just starts to melt away so effortlessly. Like you don't really have to work that hard. I also feel like if this is someone coming into your life that you're dealing with, I feel like you could feel really attracted to this person, almost lustful, but it's like you enjoy being around this person so much that you could be, and you could have been with this person for years, but there's something about this connection that feels like you never lose that lust for them. And that's the best thing. I'm sorry, but being in a long-term relationship and keeping that spice and that spark alive is what makes relationships last forever. So let's see, 2026 for Libra. We have the 10 of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. I mean, god damn. Not only are you getting like ancestral blessings because you are overcoming a huge hurdle that has been holding you back for some time. It's like something is coming full circle now. I'm seeing 111. There's something about your intuition that's calling you to like begin anew. You're starting completely fresh. You are becoming a whole different person, and don't be surprised if people around you are telling you like, yo, you are like, who are you? Who is this person? Because there's something about this where it's like you're going through a spiritual awakening of some sort, or like a death of the ego, and I feel like you're being blessed because of it. I'm also getting Libra, there may be, I see an inheritance coming in. So I'm not sure if someone, I hate talking about this stuff, but I'm not sure if someone may pass away, or you may be blessed with an opportunity to, like, you inherit a company, or you inherit some sort of money that helps you build something quickly because you had the plan all this time, but now you get the resources to bring it into action. And I feel like you're trying to see who is worth working with. For some of you, there may be a relationship involved where this is the person you're going to build with. Like, you have the finances, but someone else has the brain and the ideas to bring it to life. It's like somebody got magic at their fingertips, and all they were waiting for is someone with the right resources to help you, and you are like, this is the time. So your 2026 Libra is all about building long-term success, and it's like building something that you can leave to your children, because there's definitely kids here. There's definitely children here. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. Okay. So let's see. Let me get your career message, because I feel like if you, let's say you are currently working for a company, I feel like somebody is wanting, it's like there's something about your charisma that is really helping them grow their business, and they may want to put you at like a really high level or partner with you to build this up, because they're coming to offer you something, and it's because of something they see in you. This is about potential. So there's something that they see in you that they feel like with you all things are possible, or with you things are magnetic, or you're seeing this about someone, like you feel this way about someone. So let's see. Career and finance message for Libra 2026. We have perspective here and many choices. So he says, if you change the way you look at things, you could see everything in a brand new light that will help you get where you want to be. And it says you have the options, even if you don't see them right now. Get creative and look all around. So there's something about this situation that is telling you, okay, maybe in the past you feel like you couldn't see somebody for who they were, or you just didn't realize your worth and value. There's something about 2026 that's making you see like, damn, there's so many more options than I realized. You were looking at like everything has happened one way, or you only saw it happening for you in one career or one specific job, and you're not realizing that if you just move, because for some of you there's travel involved, or you could just be vacationing or something like that, and it gives you insight like, I can build what I'm trying to build somewhere else and it'll be more prosperous than what I'm trying to build here. So it's like you already thought you had an outcome set already on your life and how you wanted it to go, and there's gonna be a change that's gonna happen, and it's gonna make it so much better. And not only is it gonna be better, but now you have long-term stability that you're gonna be able to leave for your children, because I see 2 kids here. Okay, that's for you, Libra. All right, let's go ahead and move on to Scorpio. What's going on for my Scorpio collective, Holy Spirit? 2026. Okay, we have 9 of Cups here with the High Priestess. Could be dealing with a... Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'm all over the place, y'all. Libra, you could be dealing with the Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Okay. Now, Scorpio, you have the 9 of Cups with the High Priestess. Scorpio, for 2026, this feels like you're dealing with somebody that you feel keeps a lot to themselves. I feel like if you're trying to plan your next move, you could be wondering like, why do I feel like I can't tell everybody what I'm trying to do? There's a reason behind it. And I feel like once you start to let this person or people know, either they're going to try to, or you feel like they're going to try to take it all away from you or something, because right now you're enjoying the fact that you get to have it all. Like 9 of Cups is about you having it all, but in this depiction, it's like you want to be able to share things with people, but Spirit is telling you not to right now. Someone is watching you get blessed and have all of these opportunities, and there's something about like people watching around you. Let me just put my charger on. There we go. There's something about people who are watching you right now, and it's like they're low-key a little bit jealous about the life that you have, Scorpio. You could be like the one successful friend around the group of people, and everybody's looking at you like, how'd you do it? Like they want to learn from you, but a part of them is kind of like, damn, like they can't wait till it's their turn. And this is making them feel like, I can't believe I have to watch this person succeed, but when will it happen for me? That's kind of what this feels like. And you could just be eating it up. Like, listen, I don't know about y'all, but I find it's finally my time. I'm going to enjoy this shit. Like, there's that kind of energy that's surrounding you right now, Scorpio. I also, I will say, be mindful of overindulgence, because that's coming up for me as well. 2026, they want you to be mindful to not be, I don't know, maybe you've been, like overeating during the holidays or something like that. They're telling you to be cautious of this. I feel like somebody is becoming self-conscious because of it. And Spirit is saying, you know, just slow down, portion control. No one's saying you have to go without, something like that, okay? I feel like subconsciously you feel like 2026 is your year to just get really healthy. You could be cooking more, eating out less. You could give up drinking. Somebody's like giving up alcohol, or just excessive partying or excessive drinking. But I feel like you're starting to really focus on building a really strong temple. Like your body is becoming very important to you. We have the 10 of Wands, the 8 of Swords, and the 3 of Cups. Okay, so there's something about you dealing with, it's like you're being burdened by your own physical. Your message is heavily rooted in physicality, like the way you're either battling with the way you look, self-confidence or something. But with the Eight of Swords, this is you taking a break and looking at yourself and saying, what is making me so afraid to go outside? What is it that's making me not want to like step out of my comfort? Why do I feel like I need to isolate myself? It's like you're really having deep, real deep conversations with yourself and saying, I miss having my friends. I miss being out. I miss being sociable. And for whatever reason, you feel like you haven't been able to do that, or you feel burdened to even think about going to these events or being around people. Like 2026 is really calling you to take a look at yourself and see what's making you want to hide away from the world. Why is it that the world is feeling so heavy? There's something about when you hide away, you're telling yourself that you're happy here, but in reality, Spirit is saying you're not. You're coping. You're finding ways to cope, and they want you to step out of this. They don't want you to stay in this space. They want you to get out more. They want you to have fun. They want you to make friends. They want you to go be more sociable, because when you're home and you're by yourself, it keeps you dark and antisocial, and you forget how to be around people and around the world. So somebody is being called to come out of their shell. In work, this feels like you are finding a position where you could be like a counselor or a nurse or something like this, or you could work like in the school system. I don't know why I'm getting that, but this feels like someone who really enjoys being able to live one life over here and then hide away once they get home. I feel like you're wanting to switch careers because you feel burdened by the responsibilities, or there's something about working that feels like a burden. Like you want to find a remote job. And I feel like that's why Spirit is saying you need to have a strong foundation or community, because if you start to work remote, you think this is going to be good for you, but there's a part of this that becomes like new burdens happen because the expectations are shifting. People don't understand. When you work from home, people really think that working from home is like the greatest thing. And don't get me wrong, it is. But it can also come with like a lot of analysis paralysis. You could start feeling like, oh my God, there's so much I could be doing because I'm home. But if your work pulls you to just be at your desk, at your computer, and you see all the things that you could be doing around you, the level of anxiety that starts to kick in is like no joke. No joke. And I don't understand why that happens sometimes, but it's a real thing. And then people start expecting, because you're home, that you're just freely available to do 50,000 things. And that is not true. It is not true. But people will start to push it on you without even realizing. And at some point, you got to go, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. The same way you go to work from 9 to 5, maybe while I'm sitting here from 9 to 5, do not expect anything of me but to just do my job. And I feel like you could be telling this to somebody. Like people think like, oh, you at work and you can just chit chat and you could do all kinds of stuff, and you're telling somebody, no, like I'm falling behind on stuff because I'm trying to, socialize. Like you're getting serious about your work. So somebody is realizing like, I really need to get serious about my work so that I don't let this become a burden, or I don't feel overwhelmed all because I'm procrastinating. So take that how it resonates. Never recover socially from the desertion of people. Oh, honey, it really is hard. I really do feel like people changed after COVID. Like, I know I did. A lot of people became really skeptical once they saw like who really showed up for you and who didn't. And I feel for you on that one. It's like true colors were shown. Where you feel like that could have been a time where everybody kind of came together and like worked together. It kind of created isolation and division, and I feel like it made people feel like it was like a dog eat dog world. It was really hard. It was really hard. So I'm with you on that one. Okay, Scorpio. We have cultivation as your career and finance message. You're in the growing phase right now, and you must continue to water the seeds you have planted in order to reap the rewards. And this is why I'm saying you're getting focused. You're starting to really figure out, does this career work for me? Does this job work for me? If it doesn't, then what can I do to bring in the income that I need? Or what can I do as an alternate measure? Like, this feels like you are trying to do a few things. Like, you don't want just one job, you want multiple things that keep you not only busy, but it keeps money coming in for you where you don't feel like you're stuck to one job. There's something about you, Scorpio, where you want to be like the jack of all trades, or you feel like you do better if you have um, multiple skills that you can like have clients over here and clients over here. Like, you don't want to be stuck to one place. That's what this feels like, Scorpio. And I feel like you have the ability to have it all because the Nine of Cups is here. You can have it all. It's up to how much you want to work for it, and if you really like sit with a plan and see it all the way through. That's what this cultivation is, okay? So, Scorpio, that is your message. Let's go ahead and move on to Sagittarius. What's going on, Saggies? Let's see what's going on with you guys. Okay, Sag, 2026. What's coming in for my Sagittarius collective? We have the Queen of Cups here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And we have the Ace of Swords. Sag, you are becoming so clear on what you want, how you want to be loved, who you want to give love to, and just feeling in tune with yourself spiritually. There's something about 2026 where it's like you see the world so clear and you're speaking your truth, and it's like damned if you do and damned if you don't. If you like it, great. If it's a problem for you, baby, I'm sorry. But you're doing this with love. Like, you're letting people know how you feel and you're leaving it there. But it's all coming from a place of love. It's not about being snippy. It's not about being mean, or no. It's just like, this is what I got to do. And you leave it there. And I feel like for someone, this is really calling, like you're getting a lot of attention, or you're getting a lot of admirers. The Queen of Cups gets a lot of admirers, baby. She's the type of person that is so loving and so nurturing that everybody wants to wife her or marry him. There is no gender in tarot, y'all, so just keep that in mind. But this is the energy that I'm feeling here. We have the Two of Wands. This is about a choice of path. Do I continue this way, or do I start to shift because it's more aligned with me spiritually? We have the Four of Swords, a lot of healing that's happening here, and the Page of Swords. There's a lot of protection work that's going on during this time of you like learning yourself and understanding yourself. I feel like somebody could be going to school also. This could be like psychology or some sort of counseling, or you could be like in a field where you offer advice or like life coach. There's something about this here. I feel like people really listen to what you have to say. They want to hear what you have to say, and they feel like there's something about you that's very nurturing and very healing. Just being in your presence or talking to you makes them feel better about themselves and better about life. And I feel like this is part of your soul's journey. I feel like you could be going back to school, or you're needing some sort of certifications or something to guide you to your next phase when it comes to your career, because this has to do with travel, or this is over the airways. So you could be doing something online. This could be, influencing of some sort of social media presence that you really take off with. But this is really part of your journey, part of your soul's growth, to be in connection with someone. And I'm seeing 7-7. So there's something about this where it's like, not only are you protected by the Most High during this period of time, because of all the work that you're doing internally, it's like now you get to share that wealth of knowledge. You get to share the love, because you've done so much work to heal a lot of the trauma inside you, that now you take this on your next phase of your journey, and you teach people how to do it too. So that's why I feel like this is giving life coach energy, or you going back to school to become a counselor of some sort. There's something about that here, okay? Sag. I also feel like you could be a mother here, or you could be having a conversation like 2026. You're really telling somebody like, listen, if you can't be honest and truthful, I'm gonna have to lay things to rest here, because I can't continue going down this path. Like you, 2026, you made a decision to either move forward with someone or something, or you cutting it out. But this is someone who is okay being by themselves. They understand how important it is to have their solitude, but also wanting to embrace the like others around them. It's like finding that balance. Like I'll share myself with you until it becomes too much, and then I'm going to speak up for myself and be okay with how, if it offends you, I'm sorry, but I have to protect my energy as well. So someone is really learning how important it is to protect their space and their energy, and how it's okay to be in solitude until you can like gather yourself and then move forward. So you could have been really balancing a lot where you had to keep it's like putting yourself on the back burner. You're not doing that no more. You're not doing that no more. Like if you're a parent and you have custody of your children and you are trying to manage it all and you're burnt out, you're not doing that no more. You're starting to take time for yourself. Because this feels like you taking days off, like personal days, where you used to always take your personal days and save them for everyone else. No, you're taking your personal days for you now. That's what this feels like. If you planned on cooking dinner at 5 o'clock and you just didn't have it in you to cook dinner, you're telling everyone to fend for themselves tonight. Like that's what this feels like. Like you are taking your bubble baths and taking weekend getaways, whatever it is that makes you feel good. That is what you're doing. And if this is work, which I already kind of tapped into a little bit, that's what this feels like. Also, you could be like planning spiritual retreats for people, or really tapping into like a career path where you get to like help people go through healing. This could be AA meetings that you are trying to be the one to help start, or like if you're like into religion and things like that, this is you leading like Bible studies and stuff, really trying to help people tap into their spirituality. This is you helping people connect more with God. That's kind of what this feels like too. Okay. Oh, that's crazy. Look at the bottom. They said, look at the bottom of the deck. And we have guidance. Divine forces are showing you the way to go. You're discovering another piece of your destiny and your purpose in life. That's funny as hell, because I was definitely about to shuffle and something said stop. And we have harmony. And you see, they're like meditating on a beach here. That's why I said this feels like you're guiding, like doing guided meditations, or learning Reiki, or learning yoga, or there's something about that where you're really like doing some sort of spiritual work, and it's really bringing a lot of peace to you, and it's helping to build community and bring people together. There's a service or something that you could be providing, and people are really going to love this. It says it's important for you to have a quiet, peaceful work atmosphere in order for you to thrive. Working at home or for yourself is best. And that's funny because it kind of aligns with Scorpio's message. So you could have Sagittarius or Scorpio in your chart. So just take it however it resonates. Oh shit, look at this. Spiritual work. Doing some inner work can help you get clear before you move on. You will get insights into what work will best serve your needs. I mean, listen, it always makes sense, right? That's why I love what I do. That's why I love what I do. Anywho, all right, let's go ahead and move on to Capricorn. Cappies, what's going on for 2026? What's coming in for my Cappies, Holy Spirit? All right, we have the Seven of Cups and the Knight of Wands. Hold on, y'all. Okay. I feel like you got a lot of options in 2026. You could have been feeling like a little bit stagnant in your life, like you know how you get to those stages in your life where you're like, I just have no motivation for anything. I don't see, I forget what my hobbies are. I just lost like that thrill for life. I don't know what I want to get into anymore. You could have been in that space, and there's something about 2026 that's opening you up to things. Here's the thing though, Spirit is wanting you to focus on what feeds the soul and not what feeds the pocket. It's like your spirit guides are pocket watching you, Capri. My Capricorns, be very cautious, because if you make your focus about money and you burn yourself out, your spirit guides are going to they're going to want to tout out on that ass. because they're like, no, I want you to have fun. I want you to love what you do, and I needed to feed you. So there's a part of this where you may have to stand up for yourself. You may have to tell people, like, I can't do it all. Because I feel like there's going to be a lot of opportunities coming your way that are going to want to give you good money, and you're going to have to decide what is worth it. That's going to be your struggle for 2026, but it's also going to be your biggest blessing. Like, what opportunities make the most sense? Because it's okay to be a hard worker, Capricorn, but it's about working smarter, not harder. Money should be able to flow to you effortlessly. This is how you know that you're meant to do this. This is how you know that this is where you belong. You can work hard, but work smart. Okay? And there's something about this that, like, your passion needs to be in it for this to thrive. We have the Page of Wands, a creative spark. This is finding that one thing that makes you, like, excited for life again. That's what this is. A new opportunity that gets you excited. It's like you want to be creative. You want to invest in this because it's inspiring you, or there's someone that's inspiring you again. And you could be hesitant about this, but I feel like the minute you see that this is a real deal, you're going full throttle. The Ace of Pentacles, I mean, I kid you not. The Ace of Pentacles is a blessing from the Most High. This is like, what are you going to do with this offer? What are you going to do with this opportunity? And the Nine of Swords. Didn't I say you're going to be like hesitant about it at first to see if this is something you can trust? Nine of Swords is you get in your own head. You start with thinking the worst. You start like reeling, thinking, oh my God, what does this mean? What am I going to do? Now I'm stuck here. Now I'm trapped. Do I want to do this? Do I sign this contract? It's like that energy. And Spirit is like, baby, this is a blessing that I'm trying to offer you. If you want to choose to look at it as you're stuck and trapped here, that's up to you. But I'm giving you opportunities. You can pick and choose what you want to be a part of. Like, you literally get to pick what direction you want your life to go in, and the universe is going to bless you along the way because of something you've had to deal with. Something in the dark too. This is like emotional strife. Like, you could have went through something that was emotionally pulling you down, and it was weighing on you so hard. It was affecting your health. It was affecting your libido. It was affecting your mental. You could have been suffering from a lot of headaches because of this. I even see somebody like pale. Somebody could have been suffering from not PCOS. What is the it's a something with the womb. I'm not a doctor, y'all. Go get yourselves checked out. But I'm just telling you, somebody could have been really suffering with something with the womb, because I'm seeing somebody having to get a hysterectomy. Okay, so I don't know if there's something that really weighed on you so bad, and this could have been someone you're dealing with, or the fact that you are so stressed out, you're overworking yourself, where someone is just pale, like they're losing too much blood, or they're losing too much weight. It's something is stressing you out to the point where Spirit is saying, let's lighten your load. And I'm going to give you opportunities to overwhelm yourself to see if you learn your lesson and you choose to stay away from it. Because there's somebody here that works so hard that money's looking good. And the minute you start to ease up on working, you feel good, but then your pockets get hurt and you're like, oh, I got to get back into it. And Spirit is like, no, look at how much more peace came into your life when you stopped focusing on money and you were still able to pay all your bills. So what are you doing? So it's like you're kind of being tested 2026 to see, are you going to be money hungry, or are you going to choose peace of mind and your health above all? Okay. So let's check work and finance message for Capricorn. This is all about a balance, y'all. Could be dealing with a Aries, Leo, Sag, Pisces, Libra. Yeah. Okay. Career and finance for Capricorn. We have courage. Ask what you are afraid of so you can overcome what's holding you back. There are leadership opportunities that are waiting for the taking. I'm telling you. And then we have the future, which I didn't even see that fly out, with signs. So it says, plan for the future while living in the present. You are always supported by spirit. Your psychic abilities can bring you prosperity. And then it says, you are putting together pieces of a puzzle from signs you are getting. Pay attention to the coincidences that you are experiencing. So I feel like your guides are really trying to tell you, like, they want you to It's like God keeps trying to send you signs and show you the way to go. I feel like you get scared because you don't know what that means. So for some of you, if this is in love, I feel like you feel you're dealing with somebody that constantly keeps you as an option, and you are finally choosing yourself because you felt like you had to be trapped here. You could be married, or you could have been in a long-term relationship and you feel trapped with a player, and you feel like this person will run towards anything. There's something about this where you're getting an opportunity to take care of yourself so that you don't have to be there no more. The eight and nine of swords moves you in and out of getting out of your own head and understanding the part that you play to put yourself there. Like, it's all your choices that are putting you in a position to take yourself out of the game so you can get right with self and get out of your head, and then you get to move forward, having a better understanding of what are your thoughts versus what is reality. So I feel like your spirit guides are telling you to have the courage to move forward, because there's somebody here that needs to get out of a relationship, and in 2026 you're finally going to be leaving. That's what this feels like. Okay, Capricorn, that's for you. Let's go ahead and move on to Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, what is going on for 2026 for my Aquarius collective? Aquarius. Let's see what's coming in for you guys for 2026. We have the moon, and that's funny because that card definitely flips. And the star. There's your energy, boo. Aquarius. I feel like you're going through a period of evolution. Like, you will look back at 2025 and realize that you do not want to be that person ever again. Aquarius, you're telling somebody, it's like you're learning to adapt as things come. Where maybe that was difficult for you in the past. It could have been really hard for you to adjust to new things. There's something about 2026 where you're really going to have to go with the flow, because you may be having to move a lot or change jobs, or things are just like your plans that you have in play. You're going to have to change them on the dime. And it's going to be difficult, but Spirit is saying it's because I'm showing you something. I'm revealing something to you. I also feel like there's something about your community or your friend groups. There's stuff that you're trying to invest in. You don't see what's going on in the background, and your spirit guides are about to like put you on. 2026 is really going to reveal things about yourself that you didn't want to see, and it's going to reveal things about the people around you that you didn't want to see. Like, you're coming to some sort of truth here. What is this, Spirit? Could be dealing with a Pisces, a Cancer, or another Aquarius. The Six of Swords, moving on, I'm telling you, and you are being led out of this. The Moon again. And the Ten of Cups. So this has to do with family. You could be telling your family that you're ready to move, you're moving away, you're building a new life for yourself, or you're telling somebody that you don't see growth there and you expect serious change in order for things to work. I feel like a family dynamic is definitely going to be changing for the better. I feel like someone who didn't take you serious, or you were probably not taking someone serious, take it how it resonates, Aquarius. But if you weren't taking somebody serious, you're really starting to appreciate who they are. Like, you're seeing them for who they are now. And maybe it took you a while, but you're going to start to see who they are now. And you're seeing them now because they're changing. They're changing, and you're going, oh shit. Who are you? And I love it. Like, that's what this feels like. Like, you're looking at somebody and you're saying, for a while I was bored and I wasn't sure if this is what I wanted, and I really kept everything up in the air, and then out of nowhere you're like, me, you, and the kids, we out. It's us against the world. And I feel like it really took some time, because I feel like there was something in the past you had to heal, you had to really let go of. I also feel, Aquarius, this is so random, but Aquarius, you may have somebody that's doing some sort of spell work on you and is right in your family. Or this is somebody that caused a breakup. They cause, it's like a barrier where you're not allowed to fully commit or connect to somebody here. There's spell work that's been done here, or karma's playing out in somebody's life, where it's like it's keeping to people. It's like you can get close enough, but not too close until you rid yourself of some sort of behavior. I'm going to pull one more for you. Excuse me, because I need to know what this is. Yeah, this is something that you've been like, it's literally Pinocchio. Something that you're not being honest with yourself about. You're being called to see it. I feel like once you do, the key is in what's being revealed. And this is what allows you to finally move forward. You break a karmic cycle with a person, and that's what brings in a lot of success, a lot of joy. And it allows you to fully like commit to somebody, love someone, and everyone around you gets to rejoice. Not only that, but you get to see the very person that you are closing a cycle with. It's like you'll never let them get close to you that much again. And for some of you, this is family. I feel like someone has been lying to you your whole life and you didn't even realize it. And now you're going to find out who this person is. 2026, it's about revealing things within a family for you, Aquarius. And it makes you look at your community differently. And for some of you, you may start building your own community, your own sense of family, because you feel like blood, it's like they've always lied to you, or they've let you down in some way. So there's some healing that's happening here because you are evolving out of a dynamic that you thought you had to be a part of, because that's just what you always known, or you know, you don't just abandon family. But there's something about you building your own family because you feel like you've been taught nothing but lies. Like somebody's finding out that they got a witch that's around them that they think is like doing good things for them, but have really been like blocking blessings for them because it's convenient for them. This is crazy. This is crazy. Side notes, I hate bringing up this message, but it came up when I tried to do the last reading and it just came up again. Somebody may be losing a person. This may be a maternal figure in the family. Now, if this is a feminine energy, it could be a mother, a grandmother, an aunt, someone that like was really loving and nurturing. If this is a masculine energy, this could be like a really loving and nurturing father. But there's somebody, or grandfather or uncle, there's something about that here, but somebody may be passing away. And this is what causes you to pivot. Like it's your wake up call. Like I was only around because of this one, and now that this one's gone, I'm telling you like it is, and I'm out of here and building my own stuff. Somebody becomes the spiritual guide for you, Aquarius. And if there's children around you, for your children. Oof, that's crazy. Okay, let's move on, Aquarius. That is your message. Could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, another Aquarius, a Capricorn, Libra, Gemini, Scorpio. Heavy on Cancer, Pisces. Okay. Let's go ahead and move on to Pisces. And then I will pull a guidance message at the end for everyone. Okay. Pisces. We have the 9 of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords. You see, like the messages are starting to merge. So, could be dealing with an Aquarius, Pisces, or a Capricorn, Virgo. Pisces, I feel like you're moving into a very abundant time in your life. There's something about you where you're either really getting close to God or you're being more appreciative of what God is offering you. It's moving you into a more stable life where you feel more spiritually connected to God, and you feel like you're just living a more fruitful life. I feel like there's something about you wanting to get away. You're wanting to move, you're wanting to travel, but you want a fresh start. And I feel like you're about to get offered that. I feel like you're leaving something behind. Like you have to leave something behind in order to go on this new journey. You'll be able to take some things with you, but there's like 2 things you got to leave behind. And I feel like it's going to be hard to do so, but you're being called to do it. We have the King of Swords. There's that Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. The Tower, Scorpio energy, and the 9 of Pentacles confirming the message. You're closing the door on a cycle with someone where you feel like they were really cold towards you. Things were always up in the air. You're getting to the bottom of why someone continues to be distant. I feel like, and you're focusing on yourself now. I also feel like you could be dealing with you could be going to a psychic or a tarot reader or something like that, and getting asking questions. You want answers. And I feel like the answers you get, you're gonna feel like, I knew it. Like, it's confirmation. For some of you, you're gonna feel like somebody um like portrays themselves to be single, or you find out that they're telling the world that they're single, and you're like, okay, cool, we can both be single. Or you feel like in a household you both are single, like you're just friends in a household, like it's more convenience than it is love. Because there's a lot of like material, like you're stable, I'm stable, it makes sense, we stay together. But this feels like there's no love involved, there's no emotions here, it's just stability. And I feel like you could be asking for guidance or going to like somebody and asking for advice to figure out if this is something you should continue in or if you should move on. But with the tower here, something is going to happen. You're going to get some sort of revelation, and it's going to tell you um, whether you should continue to invest in someone or not. But I feel like there's somebody here that's still in love with someone else. That's why they're treating you this way. That's what I'm getting here. If this is work, I feel like you are financially stable. I feel like you want to travel more though. I feel like whatever job or career you're looking for, you want to be able to move around more, experience life a little bit more, or get more creative. But I feel like you have a very stable job and you're going to continue to be, it's like someone may lose their stability while you gain yours, and you're going to be like, oops, that sucks for you. But I feel like you're telling somebody, that's on you, boo. That don't have nothing to do with me. I'm sorry. I wish the best for you, but like I have to go and try something new. Like you're in the place to try something new. And you feel like that's what's gonna bring more balance in your life. And I feel like it's gonna piss somebody off. And I feel like that's where you're gonna tell someone, like, yo, you've been moving like you single anyway. Why you mad now? You knew that this was gonna come to an end eventually. Don't play dumb. Because you're appealing to someone's logical side. Like let's have a rational and an honest conversation here. Let's not act like you didn't know. like that's what this feels like here. But I feel like, or you could be telling a job this, like you knew this was temporary. You knew I wasn't gonna stay here forever. You know, this was just until I can find something better. Like you feel like you were honest with somebody here. And I feel like you're getting ready to move on, but it's gonna feel like a sudden like to someone like, holy crap, I never expected this. And we have answers. You'll resolve your current situation soon. Work-wise, you find unique ways to stand out and find a new opening with job security. Somebody is going to appreciate what you bring to the table because there's something unique about you, and they're going to want to work with you. And someone is going to be like questioning why you're distancing yourself, why you're moving away, why you're not offering as much, or why you are taking so much time off. It's something like that, and it's because you're trying to invest in somewhere else, and they really don't. It's like you feel like you're guided towards something that feels more honest, or you're guided towards something that feels like the work is more aligned with the person you are, and this is not sitting well with someone. That's what that feels like. Pisces, let's go ahead and pull a guidance message for you all, and we will close out the reading. I thank you guys for being here with me this long. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go ahead and clear the board, or my table. I always call it a board. And then we will pull, I don't know, I want to pull like a love message. I want to pull a little bit just to see what's going on, what's the tea with you guys. And we can see what people are thinking of you. We'll just make it more like a general portion for shits and gigs. So let's see. Let's get some hidden truth messages. All right, Holy Spirit. What is it that the collective person would like to say to them today? Going into 2026, what would they like to say to the collective going into 2026? Finding out the truth crushed me. I left you before you could leave me, and you don't know how hard it was to let you go. So for some of you guys, this is someone from the past that feels like 2026, they're really reminiscing about you. They're feeling like, damn, you've either leveled up in some way And the fact that they're finding this out is making them feel like they should have invested. Like, what were they thinking not investing in you? There's something about this truth that makes them feel like, damn, I shouldn't have let this person go. But a part of them knows that they needed to, because they couldn't offer you what you deserved, or they couldn't give to you the way that you knew you needed. So they felt like they weren't good enough. And they felt like because of that, they were distant from you. They could have hid themselves from you, like their true selves from you, but they never let you go. You could be the one that got away, and it's really hard for them to imagine a life without you. So they're trying to fill it with other things. But when people try to ask them about you, they really never let you know the truth. Or there's some way that they keep tabs on you. And it may not be all the time, but there's somebody that will still keep tabs on you just to see how you're, like, what you're thinking, how you're feeling, stuff like that. Let me see. I want to pull another message. I have a hidden secrets. Let's pull this one too. Why not, right? Let's see. What is the collective's person wanting to tell them in 2026? What is it? What's the energy for 2026? Yeah, you see, longing here. Someone is craving, wanting you, and possibilities. They feel like you're a free spirit. They feel like to reach out to you, it would be a major risk. So they're not going to want to tell you anything right now. You could even have them blocked possibly, because they feel like this is risky. Or they could know like you're in a relationship, so they don't want to talk to you. Or like this could be somebody you're not in communication with. Someone that's missing you, that feels like, damn, they want to reach out to you. 2026 is going to be a heavy energy for them to want to really build a life, build a home, and they feel like you could be the one they want to build this with. So they're going to try to find a way to reach out to you, or they're going to continue to long for you. They're not going to really tell you this though, but just know that energy is there. Now, if this is somebody you're dealing with, I feel like this is a person that feels like every time they're away from you, they don't like the feeling of being away from you. There's something about you that could be like a free spirit, and you could like to do your own thing, and like you dabble in many things, and it's like everything just kind of works out for you. And there's something about your adventurousness or your like thirst for adventure that they admire, but it's like they wish that they can have that, like they can be that, or they admire that part about you because that's something that you mirror to them that they're not able to fully embrace. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more. We have fantasy. I'm telling you, like there's something about this person that fantasizes about you. You know what's so crazy? This could be somebody that lives in the same household. You could just be getting ready and they just be looking at you like, damn. Like I don't understand what it is about this person. It's like they love the way that you are. They love how people view you. They love the attention you get. They like how you're just willing to go and try new things. There's something about that makes them feel like, man, I really want this. Or this could be a person that's watching you and they're getting to that point where they can't hold it out no more. They have to talk to you. So don't be, look, reminiscing, feeling hopeless. They're trying to hide. So you have multiple energies. You could be in a whole ass marriage, a whole ass relationship, and you got people from your past that are looking at you going, damn. And this could be ex-lovers. This could be friends. This could be people that admire you, that wish they could, like they could have a bit of your life. But there's people that are looking up to you and they're going, holy crap, like, man, to have a little bit of that person's energy, a little bit of that person's life, what I could do with that. And I feel like they're reaching this point where they're like, I have to do something different because of the mirror, because you're showing them a different side of life. It's casting that light onto all their shadows that they try to hide, this mask, all this pretending. And it's like, it's really pulling them. You know what's crazy too? This feels like a person who puts on like they're the happiest person, like so carefree, nothing bothers them. And you could have been somebody that's real honest. You know, if you having a bad day, you're honest about it. You're not trying to like masquerade. You're not trying to pretend for nobody. You feel your feels and you keep it pushing. And you can have somebody that wears a mask that you never know what's going on because they always put on the front like everything is okay. They're about to hit their breaking point. And it's happening because of who you are. The fact that you are just being authentic, they're hitting their breaking point because they feel like, holy crap, like I thought that I had it all figured out. I thought that I was doing it right, and they're realizing that it's not. Like somebody was living in a fantasy. So there's multiple energies here. This could be friends, this could be ex-lovers, this could even be in your own connection. But this feels like multiple energies here. Yeah, and it's like it's happening now. You see, we have clarity, time, and rejection. Somebody's realizing that, you know, maybe they could have been a little bit shallow, and maybe like you're helping them to come out of their shell and look at life in a different way. Because I'm seeing perspective. I'm seeing the word perspective. Like you are teaching this person to look at life from a different viewpoint. And I don't know if it's that you're kind of living your life and someone feels like they're falling behind. It's really hitting an abandonment wound in them. They're feeling rejected by you. I don't know if they're looking at it like, damn, this person doesn't like me, or I like them more than they like me. What in the world? This feels like in 2026 the tables turn. If you were struggling with things and accepting yourself and loving on yourself, 2025, you did the work. You did the work. And I don't think people understand. 2025 was a hard year for a reason. It was a year of 9. It was about like really um going through the ringer to get to the self, like really learning who you are, releasing heavy burdens, releasing parts of yourself that were ugly, like it couldn't come with you anymore. This was about learning your own independence, about taking care of yourself, about um, like showing up for you in the best way, and releasing parts of you that hold you back, that will stagnate your life, like the things that will keep you from. It's like if all you did was focus on social media 24/7, like 2025 showed you how that impacted your life in a negative way, so you can stop doing that. Everything in moderation, you know what I'm saying? So that when you come into 2026, you become brand new, like you're birthing yourself, like a new version of yourself. And those who did not do the work in 2025, y'all gonna feel that shit now. I'm telling you, you're gonna feel it now, because the time has come about being true and honest with yourself. And I feel like whoever was living with a mask, they're being brought to awaken now. And there's something about this where it's like somebody's realizing they don't like the feeling of being dismissed. And it's like someone is looking at them and feeling like, well, I'm bored with this situation, or I'm tired of fighting the same fight, so I'm not going to say anything anymore. This feels like someone who is like, one person has a lot more feelings for a person than another. And somebody is realizing that, and they're like, holy crap, before I lose out on an opportunity, let me get my shit together. That's what this feels like, collective. Somebody doesn't want to be rejected, or someone is tired of being rejected. Like if you got a friend that, or a person that likes you and you know they like you, but you put their ass in the friend zone, this person is tired of being rejected, so they're about to do whatever they have to do to be the right one for you. And a lot of it could have been just because you looked at them and you're like, you are not being honest with yourself. How can I be with someone who refuses to look at themselves and care to grow and change? If you're okay being this, baby, I'm going to let you live. I'm not going to force you to change, but I also don't want you either. That's what somebody is recognizing, and they're like, holy shit, if I don't get this right, I'm going to lose out. Or if I don't get this right, this person will never take me serious. So, collective, that is somebody's story. I don't know. Somebody's story though. Let's go ahead and pull a. I do want to pull a love of romance, and we'll pull a. Hold on, y'all. Let's go ahead and get an angel message. And then we'll close out with the Divine Mother message. Okay. Anything else, Holy Spirit, for 2026? I felt like because my live cut off yesterday, man, I was so upset about that. So because the live cut off, I was like, no, we got to come back and do it big. So this is like little bonus messages for y'all. Okay, talk to me about love for 2026 for the collective. Leo through Pisces, Holy Spirit. Okay, so we have forgiveness and learning. Stay optimistic about your love life and reconciliation. Some of you guys, you went through a really difficult time within a relationship. And I feel like you really had to learn the person you were dealing with. I feel like the more that you understand them, the more that you stay optimistic and you stop focusing on the negative, you guys come back together so much stronger and you build a new level of respect for one another, but it deepens your bond. It deepens the way you guys love each other. It's like you move through lust and you build real love. And that's what you've been looking for. That's what's coming around for you. If this is someone that you're not in communication with, they're hoping that you forgive them and that you like, you know what's so crazy? For some of you guys, if you haven't talked to somebody and you kind of, you low-key really miss them, you could be trying to block them out as much as possible, but there's something about this person that you ache for them. And that's deep. You have an ache for this person. And every time you try not to think about them, you can't help but randomly think about them. Or a certain song will bring them into your mind. And you're like, why? Because in your mind, you close that door, you close that chapter. But there's something about 2026 where someone awakens, someone wakes up and they change their life for the better. And they're coming back better for you. And I feel like you're going to have some monitoring spirits watching and lurking to see if you're actually going to invest in this so they can try to find a way to tear it down. But because you guys go through this period of separation to heal and you come back together, nothing is going to be able to come in between this. I'm telling you right now. Anything else? Yeah, I'm telling you, you guys are going to like break away from the world. And I feel like it just is like nothing that anybody could do can really like break you guys apart, because it's like you start to focus on your relationship or the person that matters to you. That's the person you're giving your focus to. Everything else is just noise and you block that shit out. You don't want nothing to do with it. You're really disconnecting from everyone. And for some of you guys, I feel like there's a elope, like somebody may just go and elope. And you're going to be like, sorry, y'all. I had to do what I needed to do. Like I wanted that moment for me. There's something about that here too. Love yourself first. You see, it's like you guys had to really separate from someone, learn to love yourself, and it helps someone respect you more. And because they see that you're doing this for you, they learn how to treat you. It's like you really have to teach someone how to treat you, and now they understand and they're never coming to do this again, or they're coming back around for a real reconciliation. And this isn't about like causing pain to you. This person isn't masquerading. This is somebody that really wants to make an effort and they feel like it's worth it. Yeah, the chemistry is way too strong here. You guys have too much good energy. Like it's playful, it's fun, it's lighthearted. And I feel like you're getting back to that. And maybe right now you're going through a period of separation where you're just, and you may not even be completely away from this person, but it's just a little bit of distance while someone is like really figuring themselves out. And then you guys come back together and it feels light again. It feels fun. It feels playful. I feel like for some of you guys, you're missing that energy, and that's the energy you guys are getting ready to move into for 2026. So if 2025 was hard, 2026 is about to feel really light. And if this is somebody that you've never met before, you're going to feel like y'all went to war. You're going to feel like y'all went to war. Like honeymoon phase where? And it's because you guys share a soul connection. And as this comes back around, it's like it comes back around this time because it's meant to be healed this time. Okay? So take that how it resonates. Let's pull an angel message, and then we're going to close out with a divine mother message. We have 555, which speaks of change. So this is about support during obstacles. It feels like a time for restructuring for you guys. It says you're going to level up. It might not feel good initially, but it will prepare you to handle the greater things in life for your highest good. That is the why you've been looking for. Push through it. There's a reward waiting at the finish line. And that's usually how it works, right? It's like God will allow us to go through certain things because we learn the best through real intense joy or real intense pain. I don't know why that is, but that's just what it is. And I feel like whatever you're going to experience, you get a blessing at the end of it because you push through it. And to push through it is usually fearful. It's usually a lot of unknowns that are involved with that. So as you're pushing through it, it's like you're being called to go through it. You hate every step of it sometimes, but in the end, you're always appreciative of what you endured and all the blessings that came with it, you know? So 555 could be significant. You could be seeing this in random places. It could be like you just chilling 1 minute and you look up and on the clock it's 555 or whatever. You could, it's like random. You watching a video and then it pops up and the time at the bottom is 555. That's how you'll know, okay? And then we have 0909. Didn't we just talk about this? It says new beginnings. This is about opportunity, accomplishment, and ending. It's like conclusions and then really big love. Okay. It says look out for an opportunity that might be a game changer. You are completing something major. Doesn't it feel good to level up? It's time to close the old chapter. A new adventure will unravel. I love how that just solidified everything that I just said. I love my guides for doing that. So 0909 maybe showing up. I'm seeing 999 also. So this is about really building independence, really loving the person you're becoming, and just loving you in your skin. You know what I'm saying? The more you do that, you'll be able to love everyone around you. You'll be able to appreciate the people around you, and you just have more to give. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and pull a Divine Mother message. Let's see what's going on. Ooh, okay. So we have, although you may be in circumstances that you would prefer not to be in at this time, you are actually in a position of unrealized spiritual power. You will gain benefit from what is transpiring when the relevant learning and personal growth have been acknowledged and integrated. These circumstances will give way to a more favorable situation. So I feel like you guys are, I don't think you understand how big of a deal this year is about to be for you guys. Not only for you spiritually, but just for the journey that you're on. There's something about 2026 where you're really awakening to your personal power. And that's something that's hard for us to like realize and then take it with us every day. Like there's something about 2026 that's going to force people to be more present and more aware of what's going on in the world around them. And it's like it's forcing you to really give a damn about yourself and put you first for a change. And when you do that, people start to respect your space, your time, and they're not going to be able to treat you like trash because you're not going to put up with it anymore. I want to pull one more. One more, Spirit. Thank you. And then we have a predestined series of events is due to occur according to divine timing. This has been orchestrated at a higher level to integrate the paths of people with whom you have soul contracts with in this lifetime. Trust in the doors that are closing just as much as the doors that are opening to you. I mean, I love when they just keep, you know what I'm saying? Hey, how you guys doing? All right, I'm getting ready to close out. Morning here, balanced. Where are you from? Oh, nice. Well, welcome, welcome. I'm getting ready to close out, y'all, because I have to go and feed my children. They're waiting for me. I just wanted to hop on because, like I said, I did a live reading. So if you haven't seen the live that I posted yesterday, that one is Aries through Leo. That's kind of where the reading got cut. So if you didn't get to see any of the messages and you're looking for those signs, go and check out the video from yesterday. It's going to be on there. I will be going live again on Wednesday, so I'll tune in with you guys and see what's going on in the energy, and we'll do some fun little spreads. We'll tap into love, we'll tap into career a little bit more, and we'll just like kind of just see what's coming up for the next week. And yeah, so thank you. Yes, thumbs up the video as you guys come in. I am trying to grow my channel. I'm also trying to be more consistent because, listen, your girl is busy. Okay, I work a full-time job and I have a family. But I love what I do, so that's why I share for you guys. But I appreciate you all. I love you guys. I thank you so much for showing up, and we will do this again on Wednesday. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.